We make things. We're manufacturing. The specifics of manufacturing, medical, and probably aerospace defense would be the industries that we're in.
OK Industries is primarily a medical device component and assembly manufacturer.
Burke Aerospace, formerly known as Turbine Technologies, is a provider of EDM milling and turning capabilities to both the aerospace and industrial gas turbine industries.
We pretty much make anything that goes on a door. We've done work for the White House. We've done work the restoration for Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island hardware.
Burke Aerospace is a family-owned, second-generation company.
We've been doing this for 30 years at least in the medical device field.
Started the business about 22 years ago.
While there was a lot of changes being made in what feels like the short term, it's a constantly changing environment.
Additive manufacturing is really the future. It's going to impact every industry out there at some point. So for us, getting ahead of the curve with additive is very important because right now you don't really see it in mold making.
We're really excited and grateful for receiving the grants from CCAT. We are purchasing the Desktop Metal Studio System 2 3D printer.
One of the things that we've always been looking to do is to figure out a better, more efficient way to produce this hardware that matches the originals but works with today's modern locking devices.
With new technology like this, there are always risks and uncertainties involved. And so with that public matching funded grant, we were able to kind of leapfrog those risks and bring this technology in.
The grant, we're utilizing the money to actually acquire the technology of the 3D steel printing. The ability to print steel with stability, nobody has it. So we feel that we will gain an advantage, providing we can get it accepted in the marketplace.
So what we're looking at is new machinery to allow us to essentially 3D print lever handles, knobs, or things like that that are very decorative that historically would have been cast, which is just, it's not a very efficient process, and it doesn't produce as good a quality as what we would all like to. But that's the way it's been done for the last several hundred years. It allows you to get the decorative detail you want. But with additive manufacturing, we're able to get that kind of product with much better detail, much better quality.
Our development time was anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks, and now with the ability to use additive manufacturing to produce tooling, it shortened that lead time by 80%.
At the end of the day, we're trying to solve challenges for our customers. So any way that we can implement the machine to make us a little bit more dynamic and solve our customers' challenges is something that we want to heavily invest into.
As a small business, these grants help us drastically get our foot in the door.
New technologies allow us to be better, faster, and cheaper, where typically when you're competing against present technologies, you can only pick two of the three.
Grants are great, but I think they work better when both sides have skin in the game. So in this case, the state will match the dollar for dollar what Accurate puts in and invest in their business. And I think what it does is it pushes both parties to work together to reach a common goal.
The way you make a difference is with people and technology, right? If you want to be competitive in the world marketplace, you have to have both. In the state of Connecticut, we get both.